Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the annual pre-show live for Ahsoka episode 7. Guys, I don't know how I feel about tonight's episode of Ahsoka. I don't know if anybody saw today's clip for Ahsoka episode 7, but I have to say it was a little lackluster, if that makes any sense. If you guys want to check out the clip, we could definitely do so. So definitely let me know if you guys are interested because we can watch the clip here on stream. I don't know why, but this isn't going. Why isn't this going? All right, I think I choose. There we go. There. All right, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, cool. But I see we got 2 people in here. Guys, let me know predictions that you got for tonight's episode. Let me know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about tonight's episode from what I saw from the clip. We can watch the clip if you guys want to. If you guys don't want to, that's fine. But in the clip, we see Ezra, Sabine, and they're kind of getting chased by kind of I would say kind of like the, not really assassins, but kind of like, that group that was after them, like the people that Balin and Shin kind of, recruited to help, kill, Sabine and Ezra. We saw like a chase sequence of that, and I was kind of bored. I can't lie, I wasn't very impressed by the chase sequence, and it makes me kind of worried because we're at the point where we have tonight's episode, and then we have next week is the finale. So I really hope they could stick the landing with the show because, like I said, that clip wasn't doing it for me. I was not hyped at all. So I really hope Ahsoka really, she pops up in this episode because I think we need something to spice things up, and I feel like that isn't enough where I'm gonna feel like I'm being entertained if we're just gonna get Ezra and Sabine running away from kind of like I'm gonna call them the Tusken Raiders. They're kind of like a version of the Tusken Raiders, really. But I just find that boring, if that makes any sense. And we really don't know what state Ezra's in, if he's really connected to the Force anymore, if he's not connected to the Force. We don't really know where Ezra's at with his Force abilities. Like if he's still connected, if he's gotten stronger, if he's kind of like, maybe become a hermit, like Luke did. I hate to, mention, what was it, Last Jedi, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like Ezra kind of did the same thing, where he didn't really like choose to put himself in exile, but he was in exile. So it makes me wonder, is he still able to kind of like swing a lightsaber? You know what I mean? Is he still able to like, is he as in tuned with the Force as he once was before? Because we also don't, clearly time passed because bro's got a beard. So I'm just wondering what this episode will really be, and also if we'll even see Ezra really even wield his lightsaber, because as we know, Sabine has it, so will she give it back? There's questions I do have, and I'm really hoping if we're going to do some chase sequence, I really hope we get to see Ezra back in his element, maybe use the lightsaber, maybe use the Force a bit. I really hope that they're hiding those sequences that we didn't see in the clip. But if that's really what we're getting is what I saw in the clip, it's kind of, I don't know, it seems like it's going to be a pretty bummer of an episode. I do got to say so. Because like I even said, like I was probably my least favorite episode is probably episode 3 is my least favorite. I do got to say so. Watch Ezra wield the lightsaber in the finale. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's probably what's going to end up happening, bro. Like, nice to see you, of course, Superwise. Thanks for joining, man. But I guarantee you're right. Like, I would not be surprised if somehow they make him wait. And it's kind of like, I don't know. That's going to bother me a bit because it's like, I don't know if I buy that he's kind of would just, chill out. But at the same time, I guess, what else can you do? If, I mean, that was his only choice and he had to lay low. Yeah, clip pretty much did nothing for me. Exactly. Like, it really didn't. It was kind of boring. And I'm really worried if, like, after last week's episode, which I thought was like, I did not know what was going to happen, but my theory about Thrawn popping up, some people didn't think so. I thought it was going to happen. It happened. How do you do an episode after that? I mean, we were really hyped when Thrawn said, I'm going to need, sisters, I'm going to need your power, your magic once more, your dark magic. And it's kind of like, okay, cool. But if we're not going to see that in this episode where like Ahsoka shows up, there's some cool fight that goes down, I'm gonna be really annoyed because again, I feel like at this point we're gonna see them speed things up because we're now at the point where I feel like it took a while for us to get here, and I feel like now they're gonna rush things a little bit, which kind of concerns me because again, we only have one more episode. So depending on how much they can get in this one episode without it feeling either rushed or feeling like we're just dawdling around and we don't really know what we're doing. This could be a make or break for the show, to be honest, because like I said, I've been enjoying the show a lot. My favorite episode will still be, I think it was what, episode 5, Shadow Warrior, of course, where Anakin showed up. That will always be my favorite episode of the season. I will rewatch that episode more than I'll rewatch probably any of the other episodes of the series. But it's kind of like I really want this show to work, and I feel like at this point, I don't know. I really don't also want them to waste an opportunity where like they're almost setting up stuff to find like, or like almost, I feel like, you know how in episode 2 or episode 3 they could have finished everything up in episode 3, but they extended it and they made episode 3 like a part 2, which was in episode 4. So it's kind of like I don't want them doing that again, where it's like you could have like had that forest fight sequence in episode 3, but you extended it and made it one long episode, and you wasted episode 4 on an episode 3 storyline when you could have just had that sequence, just extended the episode a little bit longer, like made the episode longer. I'm afraid that's gonna happen again. I'm a little afraid, so we'll see what happens tonight. Yeah, the show's pretty slow and uninteresting to me, not gonna lie. Interesting concept, not great exposition. Yeah. I find Andor more compelling, and that's 90% dialogue. Exactly, bro. I'm kind of there with you. I found Andor, every minute of Andor, just like on the edge of my seat, wondering what was gonna happen. You feel honestly classic Star Wars. Like you feel like New Hope. You feel Empire Strikes Back. You have those feelings in that show. You do. It just fits so tonally well, especially with the tone of Rogue One. It fits in so perfectly. And again, that was a movie I hated. I did not like Rogue One at all. So until after, of course, I watched Andor, and then I rewatched Rogue One, and I started liking Rogue One. But like, it's one of those things where it's like I really want them to stick the landing with this. I really, really do. Surprise, wanted to be in love with the show, but yeah, not there, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. Like I like key elements of this show. Like I said, it's way better than Obi-Wan. I can tell you that right now. Like this show beats Obi-Wan. Like at the time, I really enjoyed Obi-Wan, but yeah, it's one of these things where it's like they really took their time a little bit more here. But I'm not okay with what they did with episode 3 to 4. I just thought that was dumb when you could have just made the episode longer in episode 3 and then did like a whole nother like plot point in episode 4. Like we could have like done the Anakin episode in episode 4, and then we could have right, the Anakin episode in episode 4, and then we could have went to where Thrawn and Ezra was in episode 5. Episode 6 could have been this episode that we're gonna get tonight, and then all we have is like 7 and 8 or something like that. They could have. I feel like they could have done it a little bit better, but they didn't. One Way Out episode of Andor had me losing my mind. Exactly, bro. That was a crazy, crazy episode. Crazy episode. Like no other Star Wars thing in a while, man. Exactly. It did. One Way Out was crazy because I was so prepared for that episode. Like I was so like, okay, we're doing this. Like we're having a prison breakout. And I hate to say it, but like the budget of Andor, and again, this is probably the second most in terms of like visuals. This is probably second on the list of like all Star Wars shows we've gotten at like entirely. But I still say number one is Andor. Like Andor had the most money thrown into that show, and you could tell that was just like movie CGI right there. Like it was good. So I'm right there with you, bro. Like I think in terms of budget, and I think in terms of story, Andor really delivered, and it was like an underdog. Not many people thought it was going to be good. Every time a trailer popped on for me, I just didn't give a shit until I actually like watched it, and it like changed everything. It was crazy. So I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I am interested to see what they do in tonight's episode. I am, but at the same time, it's kind of like that clip. If it was supposed to get me hyped, it really didn't. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, guys, that they can really deliver on this episode. Because like I said, I really want to show the work. I've really been enjoying myself. Besides, again, episode, 3 and the 4, like, thing, like I said. But other than that, I've been really enjoying the series. I just really don't want them to waste, like, I don't want it to feel rushed at this point. I really don't. Because I feel like, again, they could have, like, it wouldn't have felt rushed. Like, or like, make me feel like it's feeling rushed if it wasn't for the whole them extending episode 3 into episode 4. But yeah, it is going to be very very interesting to see what they do in tonight's episode. But let me know theories. Did anybody got any theories tonight? Do you think Ahsoka will pop up in this episode? Do we have any theories on how the series is going to end? I'm really curious. I'm ready to move on to Loki. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I'm right there with you, Supervise. Like, of course, you know how excited I am for Loki, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm stoked. I'm ready. I, I know that's not gonna disappoint me. That show, I just know it. I know it. I the haters could say what they want to say, but I'm super excited. I'm super geeked. I'm ready to be thrown back in that world. It feels like we never left. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I think the views for that show, bro. You know the views are gonna spike. It's gonna be crazy. The views for Loki are gonna be insane. I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And if they're not, people are lacking. Loki, he's a great character. Bethany, you got me into the character of Loki. You know what I mean? For instance, my sister Bethany has been a fan of Loki since Thor 1. I hated that character since Thor 1. I didn't start liking the character until I want to say Dark World. That's when I started liking the character. Was it Supervise, you said Loki, hype, we're getting a big piece of the future, right? Yeah, future right there. Yeah. I can't, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Bethany, you said Supervise. Did you tell Zach about? Wait. Supervise. Did you tell Zach about Aaron Taylor Johnson? What's wrong with Aaron Taylor Johnson? What? About him? Oh, potentially being Bond, because I am aware and all for it after Bullet Train. Yeah, I'm down. I can see people not seeing him as Bond, but I would be down for it because I really do like Aaron Taylor Johnson. So, Beth, you said love Loki. I kind of miss how bad he was, laughing my ass off. I like how there is character development. That's the one thing we do got to realize is character development is key, and they did the best character development with that character. I really do think so. I love where the character is at right now. Supervisor, you said Aaron Taylor Johnson is probably going to be in the next Bonds in Nolan directing, set in the 1960s. What? That's so cool. If that's true, that'd be pretty freaking cool. Expect really cool visuals if Nolan's gonna be doing it. That's actually really really cool. I mean, now he's what with wait, let me know. He's with Universal, and if I'm correct, isn't Bond with Universal, right? Let me know if I'm right. I think I'm right on that one. But yeah, that's really really cool. Because I know Nolan works with Universal now. Because of course with Oppenheimer they did the deal, but Bethany said, "Be slow and confusing." Well, just kidding. About what? Like Nolan directing? I still love Tenet. I know a lot of people don't love Tenet, but that's like probably my favorite Christopher Nolan movie is Tenet. Bond is Universal and MGM. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So that's really really cool though. If he does, I mean, good for him. I really do think Christopher Nolan, I mean, I would say, I mean, he did have a tough time with Tenet, you know what I mean, with the whole pandemic and Tenet releasing and it going on to streaming and it not doing as well or whatever, or not, I forget what the whole situation, but you know what I mean, the whole fallout between WB and them and then him going to Universal, and then, he's made a real big comeback with, of course, Oppenheimer, which I would say Oppenheimer is still my number one favorite movie of the year. And then it's Across the Spider-Verse, and I think it would be Guardians of the Galaxy, if I'm being honest. I think Oppenheimer is definitely up there. It's like my number one. Wow, Tenant, I didn't hate that movie. I liked it, but my favorite gotta be Interstellar. Okay, or Oppenheimer. You know what? Now that you mention it, super wise, because again, I just had a brain fart. You are right. I do have to, because I did love Oppenheimer. So, man, it's really, really hard. I really love Tenet. I love that score. I do love the Oppenheimer score, but there's just something about Tenet that just makes your mind go like, what did I just witness? And in an art form, I feel like is Oppenheimer. You know, you wouldn't think about that when you talk about the atomic bomb, but like the way Oppenheimer saw that was just beautiful. Like the way he like saw nuclear fission. It's like Christopher Nolan shot it into like that's how Oppenheimer saw nuclear fusion as like art. You know what I mean? So it's probably second on the list of my favorite film because I don't know about I just can't. Tenet is my favorite, but Oppenheimer is like slowly like there to almost beat Tenet, but I just love Tenet so much. I still need to see Oppenheimer. Yes, you do, Bethany. Diego, what's up? What is happening, Zach? Not much. How are you? How was your day? Bethany, see Oppenheimer ASAP. Exactly. You know, supervise. I've been trying to tell my sister. I told her she should have went with me, but she wasn't. She didn't want to go see that. But hopefully, I told her it was so good. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so glad I got my 4K TV and my sound bar because once I want to get steel, I want to get it on Steelbook Oppenheimer. So if they have it, I'm gonna get it. Bethany, you said, "Hey guys, the actor crossover would wait. You said, "Hey guys, what actor crossover would you love to see love in MCU Star Wars?" I know Samuel L. Jackson was a character in both Star Wars. Actor would you like to see in the as an MCU actor and vice versa? I don't know. I don't know. Supervisor said the fact that a dialogue driven film, yeah, like Oppenheimer, damn near hit $1 billion is a wonderful thing for cinema. I agree, bro, 100%. It, because I was sitting there, mind you, like I like history, I do, but it's like one of those things where like my bro was sitting with me and we were watching it, and I was like spewing on saying like, oh my gosh, I saw what he was doing, how like he made it like through Oppenheimer's eyes of how he looked at nuclear fusion, like it was art and it was beautiful, and there's like beauty in almost like it's crazy when you think about it, but like there's beauty in the chaos or some shit. But like it just seeing that and then the score and the visuals, it was a masterpiece. That's really the best way I could say it. Like I really didn't think anything was going to be there across the Spider Verse for me until that movie dropped. I was like, holy shit. RDJ, yeah, RDJ better get a best supporting Oscar, yeah, nomination for sure, yeah. And the entire cast crushed it 100%. Emily Blunt killed it, and same with Florence. She did a great job as well too. The whole cast was great. RDJ was probably the second besides Killian Murphy that just killed it. Like they definitely stole the show. Like him and Killian and and Emily were probably the three of the ones that just stole the show for sure. Bethany said, "I heard RDJ was great. He was fantastic. He was such a chameleon. I mean, I really never thought of that of RDJ, but when that happened, I was like, oh my god, bro, it's like a chameleon right now. Like I see him as this character. It's really cool. I mean, I would say that he was like that with like Iron Man, but like other than that, I never saw him as like a chameleon actor until like that moment. I was like, holy shit. Like I would say like this is his second kind of chameleon thing RDJ has done. So it was really cool. Bethany, you said Richard Madden and Michael B. Jordan for Star Wars. Yo, that would be cool. Yeah, it would be pretty really. That would be pretty cool. Seeing Richard Madden in Star Wars, that would be cool. Same with Michael B. Jordan. I just that's very interesting. Like, I really want us to kind of like get movies with Star Wars back on track. I really want it. Diego, nothing but another good episode of Ahsoka tonight. Yeah, nothing but another good episode of Ahsoka tonight. I can agree with you on that one. I really hope so, Diego. 100%. I want to see Ezra and Sabine fight against Thrawn. I do too. Me and Superwise were talking about it. We really think that we wouldn't be surprised if they held out on Ezra using his lightsaber until like the last episode, which sucks because it's like I really want him to do some sort of force or like lightsaber stuff in this episode. I feel like us as fans were owed that because I mean we really want to see Ezra live action Ezra use his lightsaber and kind of do cool shit. I just don't know if they're gonna do that or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Supervisor said I can recommend Chaplin, the story of a famous comic actor Charlie Chaplin, shows the range of a young RDJ. Okay, cool. I'll have to watch that then. I've only seen a select couple of RDJ films in my time. I watched the one movie with him and Marissa Tomei. I can't remember the name of it. My sister showed me, but um, Bethy said, "Oh, those are great actors, super wise. They'd be excellent." Yeah, of course. Richard Madden would be cool to see in Star Wars for sure. Michael B. Jordan, I would love to see him in Star Wars too. But I don't know. I mean, I love Michael B. Jordan, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's weird. It's weird to see him in Star Wars, if that makes any sense. Like, it just feels weird. So I don't know. I don't know. It would just he would. I would have to be a really good role, and I don't know. I would just have to see it to kind of like process that because I don't know. Yo, you said Chaplin is great. RDJ was awesome in that movie. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Very cultured take. Cultured take. What's very cultured take? Oh, Bethany, about what, the chaplain? Megan B. Jordan auditioned for Finn, I think. So him getting a role at some point feels, yeah, inevitable. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's crazy. Oh my god, he would have gotten Finn. Oh man. I can't imagine him screaming Ray though. Could you imagine that? I can't imagine that. Oh man. Like, damn. The more I think about it, Force Awakens was like what, back in 2016, 17? Oh man. Kind of makes you feel old when you think about that. It's like back in like 2016, 2017. Oh man. Oh, it's so weird to think. But yeah, that's crazy. Damn, I really wish those movies would have worked. So upsetting when you think about it. I'll never forgive, select few people that, they effed up the sequel trilogy. I'll never forgive them for that. But that's just so upsetting to me. I really hope we can get, like I said, I really hope we can get Star Wars movies on track. I really do hope so. I want it so bad. I really want like a good Star Wars movie. I'm thinking Dave might bring it though, because like I said, he is, I think that's the next. Oh, you said 2015. Force Awakens, I feel hella old. Yeah, man. 2015? Sheesh. Damn. I don't even know how old I was around that time. How old was I? I don't know. 16 maybe at the time? I think. Oh man, that's weird. So 24-year-old thinking back, oh, that movie came out 2015. Oh man. I remember like I imagine we were all like this flipping out when that first teaser dropped for that movie. And that we haven't seen a Star Wars movie since Revenge of the Sith and we were all flipping out. But it just it hurts me every time to think that we never got the original like, trio together before Carrie, Fisher passed. It's very very sad when you think about it. It's like, damn man, if they just would have had a plan. If JJ would have had a plan, everything would have been fine. But he didn't have a plan, and shit happened. The legacy cast returning was largely a fumble. Yeah, Finn, a stormtrooper turned Jedi, would have been so dope, bro. Exactly. Thank you. I've been saying this back since 2015. They promoted him as the Jedi, and it never happened because Kathleen came in, she had an agenda, and everything got fucked up. I will never forgive Star Wars for that because it just annoyed me, especially me as a black man. That just it tore me. Like, come on now, like shit. That made me angry. It still makes me angry. Yeah, it would have been so dope, bro. Yeah, that was such a fumble. It will always be a fumble. Oh, that's cool. I had no idea he auditioned. John Boyega is such a good actor. He is a good actor. He needs to be in the MCU though. That would be cool if John Boyega was in the MCU. That teaser, bruh. No one talks about it, but that was huge. A huge moment, yeah, for the culture. It was a huge moment for the culture. Like there was people, there was like grown men bringing out their old blankets from when they were younger to watch that trailer. Like, I mean, I don't know if we'll ever get a moment like that again. It was just crazy. Prediction for okay, yo, Jerry, you said prediction for tonight. Sabine gets captured due to Ezra being disconnected from the Force. Ahsoka arrives, trains Ezra. last shot of episode is Ezra igniting the lightsaber. That would be badass. But like, it makes me think like how I don't know how you could train in one episode. I mean, you could probably do like a couple day jump if you really really wanted to, but I don't know. I feel that would feel like a lot is going on. So we'll just have to wait and see. I do like the idea of like, could you imagine him igniting the lightsaber and the episode ends? That'd be fire if they would do some cool shit like that. I would be down for that. One pro of Ray movie no one wants to see is that Finn could actually be a Jedi and they can explore that. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, but like I don't and again, John Boyega I don't think would ever come back, even though they kind of alluded to the end of Rise of Skywalker that Finn is force sensitive. He would never come back, and I don't blame him. And even if he did come back, I don't think I'm motivated enough to want to go sit back and watch that movie. You know what I mean? After them, they gave me like two trash movies, and they effed up a lot of shit for me. I don't even know if I would be able to do that. Supervisor said John Boyega as Blue Marvel for the MCU is a pretty damn good fan cast. That'd be pretty cool. That would be dope. I feel like we're getting a lot of Marvel people though. We got of course we got Miss Marvel, we got Captain Marvel, of course we have Monica Rambeau, aka Photon. We're getting a lot of Marvel characters. That's for damn sure. So I mean, I would be down. I mean, you might as well throw Blue Marvel in there. If not, aren't we supposed to see him in the movie? At least that's what I thought. Diego, you said, bro, the World Between Worlds was the highlight so far. Dave Filoni kills it. He does. Diego, he killed that episode. He owned that, dude. He owned that episode. He directed. He produced. He wrote the script for that episode. That shows that he is a true fan, and he really knows what a fan wants because he is a fan himself, and that's why it works. I've been saying this forever. When you have a fan doing something, a fan of that's making something, and they're a fan of that they or of the universe or of like whatever that they're putting their heart and soul into. It works. It just works. And I think that's why the MCU works because we got Kevin. He's a fan first, and that's why it works. I've been saying this forever. Can't wait for Marvel Studios, Captain Marvel, and Miss Marvel versus Blue Marvel in the Marvel of the Universe. Yeah, yeah, Marvel of the Universe. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Actually, I was about to say I am excited for the Marvels. No, a lot of people aren't excited, but I'm actually pretty damn excited. It's also been a minute since we watched a Marvel movie. The last Marvel movie we watched, I want to say, was Guardians, and that feels like it was like last year. It honestly feels like it was last year that movie came out. So I'm at the point where I'm due for a Marvel movie. I want a Marvel movie. I know a lot of people are like, oh, like I'm marveled out or I'm superhero fatigued out. That's not a thing, and at least that's what I believe. I don't think superhero fatigue is a thing. I think just people, like what they like and they like what they don't like. You know what I mean? Or people like what they like and then they fall out of the things they like. I don't think there's superhero fatigue though, because clearly it doesn't say so in the box office scores and things with a lot of superhero movies. Well, let me rephrase that. Marvel movies, but it feels like it's like that way with DC movies. Like I'm gonna be totally honest with you, like because when you say box office numbers and you know what I mean, they don't lie. Well, they don't help with DC, but I'm saying with Marvel, like the superhero fatigue thing doesn't exist. At least that's what I think. Too many Marvels for real. Like that's what I feel like. I'm okay with it because I mean it makes sense. I ain't all that excited for the Marvels, but nothing really good in November. So I'll take it and give it a chance. Exactly, take it and give it a chance, bro. Like yeah. And the post credit scene apparently is a huge one. Yeah, I heard like Loki's supposed to show up. Hey, what's up, Jamigi? Hey, let's go, bro. It's nice to see you in here. I love to see everybody in here. Definitely make sure to like the stream. Diego said it would be amazing to me if and impressive how Star Wars now is being blended with the animated and the live action. We need now Lego to produce sets for this. That would be my dream. Oh, of course it's gonna happen, bro. Diego, you're definitely gonna get like Lego sets of the live action Clone Wars, like Hayden. You know what I mean? We're gonna get that. Of course, we're gonna get that. They would be dumb not to make Lego like sequences of episode 5. They would be dumb not to do that. It would just be so dumb. I used to say superhero fatigue, but in reality, it's bad or mid movie. Yeah, fatigue. It's gonna, it's gotta be unique and stand out. Yeah, I agree. Like, it has to be unique and stand out. Now, I think a lot of the time the word mid is overused. I feel like that's so overused a lot of the time, and it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. Anytime someone says something like that, I'm like, oh, okay, like, okay, because I feel like that's all anybody does anymore is just say things are mid. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, man. I'm in my own lane. You know what I mean? With thinking about stuff like that, like it's like people will say stuff's mid, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go watch it myself and see what I think. You know what I mean? You think Star Wars should reboot? Jimmy, do I think Star Wars should reboot? No, I really don't think so. Because there's a lot of stuff you can do going forward. There's a lot of things you can do. Again, like I think it would have been great if we kind of hit the ground running a little bit better from like Force Awakens, and we like kind of kept that momentum to the last Star Wars movie, but it just didn't work. So it's like one of those things where it kind of felt like we got set back a lot. But I feel like with Dave and John Favreau at the helm, I feel like we're kind of getting back on track a little bit. Of course, there's some minor nitpicks. Like I said, there was a nitpick I had with episodes 3 and 4, but all in all, this was probably one of the best Star Wars series we've had in a while, besides Andor. So I mean, it's one of those things that I'm like, I don't think we should. I like where we're at, and I kind of like what we're doing. I don't know if I feel good about a full reboot, because it's kind of like I feel like also it feels too soon with the whole reboot. I feel like nowadays, I feel like that's all anybody wants to do. I mean, look at the we're having a rebooted Harry Potter series on HBO Max. I'm not even sure if I want to watch that, because I feel like we just got done with Harry Potter like what, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and it's fairly still new. It hasn't even been like that long, and they're already thinking about making people thinking people are gonna want to watch a reboot. I don't think it's gonna do very well. A part of me doesn't really think so, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I hope Cap 4 is good. Oh, Jimmy, I think Cap 4 is gonna be great. I have no doubt that that movie is probably gonna be good, for sure. I love the Captain America movies, and I am excited to see what Sam does. That's for sure. How do you feel about the rumored Star Wars multiverse? That'd be fire. I didn't know that that was rumored about a multiverse in Star Wars. I mean, with the world between worlds, I guess that's kind of the multiverse, I guess, because you're going through different points of like times and shit and universes, I guess. I mean, I could see the world between world being used more. I don't know really what that would do in terms of kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of hard because once you open that, there's a lot of if it's not done right, people will feel like there's no stakes. And a lot of people feel that in the MCU, since the multiverse has been open, there's no stakes. I mean, I don't know why people think that, but that's what people think. I mean, it's like the same thing. Is that, do people think that way in Doctor Who? I hate to say it, but I don't know if a lot of people watch Doctor Who here, but I've been watching Doctor Who for a while now, and it's dealt with different universes, going through time, and I've never heard in the community people are like, oh, it doesn't feel like there's any stakes. So if that can do that, and that's Doctor Who's been going on for years, I don't agree when people are like, oh, it feels like there's no stakes because the multiverse has been open. It's like, okay, no, well, you can't say that because clearly, that's just a you problem, because clearly, a show that's been going on for years has not, no one's ever come up with that assumption. So it's just clearly you want to like just, you're not liking it, so you're trying to kind of like make an excuse up for you to just make it sound like things are bad. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. I ain't that big on Harry Potter, but I feel so damn bad for the kids. They gotta stay off social media because they get so unsincerely hated on. Yeah, exactly. I feel bad too because whoever they cast, oh man, there's gonna be trolls out there, and no one deserves that. I mean, it's not their fault. It's the company wanting to do the reboot. They're just it's a job to them. They're excited to get the role. I don't think anybody deserves to be hated for getting a role. That's ridiculous. And people that do that, I really do think that they need to like sit back and kind of think about how they're treating people. It's messed up. it goes Superwise. It goes back to like remember when what's the one dude that got cast as John Walker. People hated him. People were sending death threats to him and shit just for being John the character John Walker, just for taking a role, which was insane to me that people were doing that. Superwise, I got multiverse fatigue to be honest. I love seeing these cameo, but I'm ready for for us to get back to the main universe and focusing on say X-Men, Fantastic Four, our new Superman. Yeah, I mean I can agree with the fact that like I want X-Men. I do. But I know it's gonna take a minute for us to get there. And I'm okay with waiting. Fantastic Four, I feel like it's been forever since we've been like waiting for that. But I'm okay with waiting a little bit longer. I know that things are gonna take some time and I really want to let things play out. And I feel like that's what we all as fans need to start doing a little bit is like sitting back, relax, just let it play out and and just let them take their time. We have to remind ourselves is that we weren't really like this in the beginning of Marvel, like around the Infinity Saga and all that stuff. We weren't like, I just want to get to this or I want to do this. We kind of just let it play out and we were there for the ride. I'm kind of right there. You know what I mean? Jerry, you said a fellow Wolven. Wait, say you a fellow, yeah, fellow Wolven. Nice Doctor Who is my go. Okay, you like Doctor Who, Jerry? I didn't know that. A fellow Whovian, yes. Okay, yeah. Nice Doctor Who is my go. Who's your favorite Doctor so far? Okay, so I'm on season, I think 8. So I'm on the end of what's his name? What's his name? Peter Capaldi. I'm on the end. Well, not the end. I'm on the end of his season, like his like first season, which is season 8. I think is his first season as the Doctor. Maybe it's season 7. I think it's season 8. But so far, I really like Peter Capaldi. But if I have to say who is my favorite Doctor, it's always going to be David Tennant. I think secondly, I would probably do Christopher Eccleston. Third, I'd probably do Matt Smith. And then fourth, I'd probably do Peter Capaldi. That's probably how I would rank them for sure. Supervisor said, "Oh yeah, what? Yeah, Wyatt Russell, yeah, for John Walker, young Leia, of course, in Obi-Wan, yeah, John Boyega in Star Wars, the hate of the hate and the trolls, it got bad, yeah, bro. It's people need to stop being keyboard warriors and actually like take a second to think about their lives and what they're doing, because it is really rude to be doing that. No one deserves that. You know what I mean?" Jimmy Gee said, "Do you like The Last of Us?" I love The Last of Us, Jimmy Gee. If you're interested, I did full series reactions to Last of Us. It's actually up on my Patreon if you're interested in any of that. I did reactions to the episode, and I actually did reactions to the behind the scenes of the episodes. So if you're interested, my full length series reaction is up on Patreon, and like I said, it's only $5 a month. We're gonna be doing Werewolf by Night, the colored version. We're gonna be rewatching Werewolf by Night, but colored on October. I want to say it's October 21st, yeah, which is that Saturday. So I'm gonna be watching it the day after I'm playing Spider-Man. That Saturday, I'm gonna be watching Werewolf by Night, but in color to celebrate Halloween. And of course, I'm gonna be doing reactions to Loki. Starting next week, guys, or not next. No, not next week. The week after that is Loki. So in episodes 4 and 5 of next week. Yeah, it's next week. What am I talking about? It's next week. Loki's next week. But I'm gonna be my episodes 4 and 5 of season 1, or no, 5 and 6. My episodes 5 and 6, reactions to Loki will be up next Thursday, in probably early morning before the episode drops at night, like before we have to do the pre-show live for episode 1 of season 2 of Loki. And then of course, I'll record for Patreon, and then we'll come back for the after party to talk about episode 1 of season 2 of Loki. You said, Diego, you said, woo, did someone say, Werewolf by Night? Yes, I did. I'm going to be doing a reaction, and my reaction to Werewolf by Night is actually up on Patreon. So I'm going to be doing a reaction on October 21st over on my Patreon, and I'm going to react to the colored version. I'm super, super excited. I love Werewolf by Night. That was one of probably the highlights, definitely, of like phase 4, I think. Yeah, phase 4. I think it was like a real big highlight. He said, let's go, man. Good news though, the writer's strike is officially done. I heard. It's not over yet because with the actors, strike still going on, but that's one step in the right direction. I'm very, very happy, man. One step to us to get things back on track. You said is officially done and set in stone Wednesday. Congrats to the writers. The flood of movie and TV news we gonna get is gonna be insane. I'm right there with you, man. I'm so ready to kind of like report on things again. Like I'm so ready for it. It's gonna be great. You said Jimmy. You said there's gonna be a video game strike. Oh no, I think I heard about that. Isn't like Insomniac and like Epic Games and all that? Aren't they like already on strike? I know that Spider-Man is safe. Thank God. Because if Spider-Man wasn't safe, I would physically fly to Hollywood, go into each room, and then just like smack everybody. That's probably what I would do and be like, you guys ruined my life. That's pretty much what I would say if I couldn't get Spider-Man 2 this year. I would be so upset. I don't know if I'd be able to cope. We've been waiting 5 years for that game. 5 years. And if that game would have got held back because these greedy Hollywood heads at these studios, I'd be so pissed. I would be so pissed. I'm so thankful that Spider-Man is safe. I couldn't take it. I'm so happy. Speaking of Spider-Man, I actually want to show you guys this real quick. I don't know if you'd be able to see it. Can anybody see that in the back? I got Jay Jonah pointing up at a Insomniac Spider-Man in the back. I don't know if anybody can see that. Hopefully you guys can see that. See that? Jay Jonah sitting down pointing at Insomniac Spider-Man in front of my Spider-Man 2 controller box. I'm getting my collector's edition statue, which I will be unboxing hopefully on October 20th, is going to go right there. And then once we're done with the unboxing, we're going to start playing the game. And I'm going to be doing my giveaway. Guys, yet again, for the people that, maybe didn't hear, I will be doing a giveaway, possibly 2 giveaways on October 20th over on my gaming channel. So if you haven't done so, please go subscribe to my gaming channel. It's on my channels list. Go subscribe over there. I'm really trying to get to 100 subscribers. So if you haven't done so, please do so. Hell, if you know friends, family that are just as excited as you are about just video games in general, or Spider-Man 2, or hell, even maybe the Wolverine game down the line, send them to my channel because I'm really trying to get to 100 subs over there. I would love to get to 200 subs over on the gaming channel before the end of the year. Don't know if we could do it. It would be amazing. If anybody's going to help me do it, it's you guys. So definitely spread the word because I'm trying to get to like 200 subs over on the gaming channel. Really, really trying. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers over here. So spread the word also about the channel here. Please definitely make sure to do so. It helps a lot with the channel, and you know what I mean? And it would just be amazing. Jimmy said, I'm going to get a Hulk figure for this week. That's really cool. Are you going to get like a comic accurate Hulk figure, or are you going to get like a movie Hulk figure? Like, let me know. I'm really curious to know what kind of figure you get. And if so, what kind of like comic accurate Hulk are you going to do? Are you going to do Gray Hulk? Is it just going to be regular Hulk? Like, what's it going to be? I'm really curious. You said I'm talking about Wednesday as if it's days away. Bruh, the strike is ending tonight, lol. Comic, that's sick, bro. You definitely send a picture in the Discord. Guys, if you haven't done so, go follow the Discord page. It's super fun over there. Thanks again, Superwise and Jamiggy, because you guys helped me set up that page. You guys killed it, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Just Green Hulk. That's badass, bro. I really want to start getting more comic accurate, like Legends figures. I think that'd be really, really fun. As you can see, I have all my Legends right there, but I think it'd be really cool to get some comic accurate ones. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into all that stuff. I know, I don't know if anybody noticed, I pre-ordered my Daredevil, Matt Murdock figure from No Way Home. Did anybody pre-order, like, the Matt Murdock figure from No Way Home? Did anybody pre-order maybe the final swing suit? I put it up on my community tab, and I actually, like, put a link. And I also put it in the Discord. Did anybody get any Legends figures from that new line? I know Jamiggy, I know in the chat, on the Discord chat in Legends, you did send me some. You sent me the Namor one. I know that's a part of the new Legends line, which is really, really cool. I just don't like the long hair to the Namor figure. But it is cool, though. My favorite probably out of the 3 is the Black Panther one. Like the classic Black Panther and the Vision. Those are fire. I might have to like get those eventually. They don't sell out, which I feel like they won't. because my target's pretty good at like not many people like getting the classic legends. So I really shouldn't have a problem if I do choose to get like a legends figure. Probably some ASMR right there. You probably guys heard. I'm pouring my drink. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm super super excited. Oh, someone just said something in the Discord. Oh, Diego. Okay, bet. Let me. I think it's just open, right? The Discord chat. Let me check real quick. Updates. My account. Chill. General. Discord update. That's not it. Where's just the. I have notification. Oh, I just accepted it. Cool. I just accepted it. Cool. I'm glad, Diego, that you're gonna be a part of the Discord. Welcome to the Discord, man. I was thinking of getting the rest of the Fantastic Four. Dude, that's sick. I would love to get like the like a Human Torch Fantastic Four figure. I think that'd be fire. The rest of the Fantastic Four, but the Invisible Woman looks ugly. You have to send me that. Have you sent me that? Send it in the chat. I really want to see what it looks like. Hey, yeah, man. Thanks. No problem. I'm happy you're going to be a part of the Discord, Diego. I really want to see the Discord community really being built up too. I love seeing the community being built up, whether it's on over on the gaming channel, whether it's on the Discord, whether it's on here. I love seeing growth. I love seeing the growth of the channel, the growth of the family, if I'm being honest, because like I said, I say it all the time. You guys are my family, so it's really cool seeing how great the channel's doing and everybody finding my channel. It makes me really happy, and it makes me know that I'm making a difference. I'm reaching out to you guys. So it makes me really thrilled when you guys want to like join in, because at the end of the day, like I do this for you guys, you know what I mean? I do this for me, and I just love, that we all get to talk about things that we love. And there's not many channels out here that are, that are like genuine and really want it to be a safe space and just, you know what I mean? And just does stuff to have fun, and you know what I mean? So I'm really glad that, we're building a really great community over here. You know what I mean? So it's so nice. It's really, really cool. Guys, speaking of which, it's 8:49, so the episode's gonna be dropping pretty soon. Actually, let me what was I gonna do? Oh. If you haven't done so, guys, definitely do so. Here, let me pull up YouTube. If everybody hasn't done so yet, definitely go to my channel and go to the live list, and then go over to my after party, and make sure to like that for me, okay? So that way, and also make sure to put notifications on if you don't have notifications on, so that way we can all talk about the episode after. I loved the turnout for tonight's stream, guys. I'm glad that everybody was able to stop in, and I'm glad that, everybody told me their predictions. Jerry, I'm really going to look out for your highlighted predictions for tonight, man, especially like with the Ezra igniting the lightsaber, and that's how the episode ends. That would be fire. I really kind of hope that does happen. And Sabine getting captured. So those are the two things I'm going to look after in tonight's episode. So super, super stoked for that. I really do hope that we get a good episode tonight. I need a good episode. I really, really do. If tonight's episode's gonna suck, oh man, that's gonna bum me out. It's gonna bum me out. Speaking of which, this morning I was sleeping, and over there, I don't know if you guys can see that corner. See that like white little like dot in the corner, right where my curtains are? It's a board. That's a board, and my AC is on top, right in the window. I must have turned in the night and smacked the crap out of my funny bone, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but like there's a blue vein right here. I have I broke a blood vessel or some shit, and I have a big like bump right here, like a big bruise. I like smacked it so hard when I woke up this morning, I could have swore I like broke my elbow. Like I don't know how I did it too, but like it hurts so bad. It doesn't hurt as bad now, but I might not be able to go to the gym for like a couple of days for sure, because I won't be able to do any like back arm workouts because of the like me effing up my elbow like that. I'm so pissed I did that. I don't even know how I did. That's the crazy thing. I've never done that before, but I must have turned and like just smacked the crap out of it or something, because it hurt so bad in the morning. It really, really did. Man. Also, I was gonna. Oh, guys, stay tuned. There's a video dropping tomorrow. It's my first ever cosplay like video tomorrow. So expect to see that tomorrow. It's regarding, of course, something I'm really excited for, a show I'm really excited for, a show that's coming out on October 20th, or not on October 20th and October 5th. You guys can probably guess what it is, but I'm super, super excited about tomorrow. I'm super excited. I've been putting this thing together for a couple of days now. I'm super excited. I will be wearing this thing on that day. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. That's all I gotta say. I'm super excited. Bethany said apparently Sochi is crushing it on Dancing with the Stars. Does not surprise me. Sochi is great. Sochi Gomez, of course, America Chavez. I can't wait to see America Chavez again. I think she's such a nice person, Sochi too. So I really hope she wins on Dancing with the Stars. I really, really hope so. I think she will. So but I am excited for tomorrow, guys. I've been dropping a lot of videos lately too. I'm really proud of my latest Loki unboxing. I'm really proud of it. It was really fun doing that video. And I stand by it. I'm a physical media dude. You know what I mean? It's really important to me. I don't want another Blockbuster situation where but it's like worse, where like they don't do DVDs anymore and they don't get put in stores anymore, or it's just that will make me very sad. I've always been like a physical media dude, but even when I was younger, I went to Blockbuster. There used to be a Blockbuster down the street from my house, and then when Blockbuster closed, I went to Family Video, and then when Family Video closed, I had to just like rely on stores. And now it's kind of like everybody's doing digital, and I hate to say it, like I'm a part of me is really I'm a part of me is thrilled I got the collector's edition for Marvel Spider-Man 2, but I'm always gonna be sad that like again they gave us a steelbook, but they didn't give us a disc. Again, that is a problem. They even these gaming companies are catering to like the digital audience. When it's like no, like come on now, like the studios are a part of it. They need to like really make sure that like they're pushing DVDs. They got to make sure. I'm gonna be honest. They need to push the physical media before they do the early digital releases for these movies, because once people buy them on digital, they don't want to buy them on disc. I'm gonna be honest. It needs to be the opposite way around, and I'm gonna stand by that because I don't want to wake up one day and I can't collect any more DVDs. I can't even. It just makes me so upset. But I stand by it. You know what I mean? It's important. It's history. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to see that go. I really, really don't. Guys, it is 8:54. I'm actually going to be ending stream, and like I'll probably end it like at 8:56 because I need like a minute to get my setup ready to record. But we'll be right back. Once the episode ends, I'll be up with the after party stream of the episode. First DVD I ever got in my life was Spider-Man 3 from Blockbuster. I feel old, bro. I feel old. I'm right there with you. I used to go to Blockbuster to get Power Rangers SPD. That was my favorite Power Rangers when I was younger. And I remember I used to rent the same DVD, or I guess cassette, over and over and over and over again. I used to play that thing on rerun. So I feel old. I really, really do. Crazy to think like how, jeez, Blockbuster, man. Oh man. Jimmy, you said, have you seen the Marvel Legends in Discord? Yes, I have. Did you send me any Marvel Legends right now? I can check it real quick before we end stream. Oh my God, you taking me back to the olden days. Lol, bro. I used to watch, dude, SPD, Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers Mystic Force, Jungle Fury. These were the Power Rangers I grew up on. Like, I'm talking die hard, in love with these shows when I was younger. That's like I lived and breathed Power Rangers. I really did. I can't even speak about the Power Rangers now, man. I don't know what they've done Nickelodeon when they took over Power Rangers, but like they ruined it. The last good Power Rangers that Nickelodeon did, I want to say, was Samurai, and that was it. That was it. But okay, Jimmy, I'm actually gonna check real quick because I think if you just added more legends to the Discord. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah. Yo, you're right. Why doesn't the Invisible Woman look like that? Yeah, I do understand what you mean. That figure doesn't look too good. I can't lie. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great. I want that Kang figure. I need that Kang figure. Is that out now or is that up for pre-order? Let me know. It says it's 30% off. It's 8% off, so it's like $30. Is that, I'm assuming that's an older figure. That Namor one I would get. That one I would get that. Also, I like the Black Bolt one too. That's fire as well. Because that's the same suit bro had in Multiverse of Madness. I really like that suit. Jimmy, yeah, there's more I want to show you. Definitely send them in the chat, bro. Send them in the chat. I always love to check them out. Jerry, you said the first DVD I got was The Lion King from Blockbuster. See what I mean? Like Blockbuster was a part of a lot of people's lives, and when that went, it was tough. It was very very tough. Power Rangers Samurai was a personal favorite as a kid. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Power Rangers Samurai was fire. Jaden, come on, man. Like it was peak, and then they turned shit. Like they like started to not know what they were doing, and we got some weird shit nowadays. Like it's not even good anymore. It's out. Oh, it's out now. The episode's out now. The first bought was Double Tape Titanic. I know it was, Bethany. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'll be back, of course, on stream afterwards. Again, I hope everybody has a great day, safe day. I'll see you guys after we're done watching the latest episode of Ahsoka. Peace.